Time check. It's 3:31 in the morning. I think it's Friday. So, anyways, everything that I did ended up with the dough ball in a big bowl covered in saran wrap and then a towel, because we gotta proof the dough, right? PROOOOOF. There's exactly 6 O's in the word proof. Alright, now it's got a proof for about an hour, 40 minutes to an hour. The dough will rise, it will double in size. I tend to cheat. Wonder how I do that. This is one of my tricks. One of the rare tricks that does not include bacon. Sorry guys. Anyways, step 1 to my little cheat. Every oven has a back left ring that the hole allows the heat and condensation to escape from the oven, right? Make sure that thing is covered. You put the big bowl in the oven, but you don't turn the oven on. Put the big bowl in the oven with the dough. Then you put a pan of hot water beside it. Close the oven. That way you're actually proofing the dough. So now let's see, we're going to go for double the size of what we last saw. So let's see what it looks like. Well, I definitely say that's double the size, huh? Now, how do you test your dough to see if it's ready? Well, there's only one surefire way. Unwrap it, stick your finger in the dough. If the indentation stays, you're good to go. Drum roll. See, it's not coming back. Punch the dough. Separate the dough in two. Not really working the dough. What you're looking to do is to roll out an 18 by 9. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that. Doesn't really have to be perfect there. Just try and get it into a rectangle as much as you can. Take some warm tap water. Don't get it wet, but just sprinkle some tap water on it. Recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of sugar with 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Mix that up, separate it into 2 equal parts. Sprinkle this on this. The other one is for the other loaf. Now roll this up as tight as you can, pinching as you go along. Nice and tight. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Turn it over to the seal. Pinch it well. Take the ends, fold the ends over. Loaf fan, grease the bottoms and the sides. Rinse and repeat.
Sometimes the hands work better. At least gets you into the shape you're kind of looking for. wash up.
Okay, again, cover it up 30 to 50 minutes. In a nice warm place. Remember my cheat, people. In the oven with a pan of water. So you take a pan, put it in the oven, boil some water. When the water is boiled, pour the water in the pan. Don't try and bring the pan with the boiling water to the oven. Put the water in the pan and then put the two pans in the oven and let it rise, let it proof that way. Trust me, you get a better product. %100% of the time, you'll get a better product. See, bakeries, they have these big contraptions that does that, right? At Tim Hortons, there used to be these tall racks that you'd have all your dough cut ready, and you put it into the rack, and on the bottom rack you slid in two big boiling pots of hot water, and it had a plastic tent that you zipped it up, and it was all sealed. And that's how we proofed the donuts. Now they're all factory made in Kingston, Ontario. No such thing as a fresh donut at Tim Hortons in Canada anymore. Hasn't been that for at least 25 years. They're all factory made, flash frozen. Anyways. The only thing really fresh you can get at Tim Hortons now is coffee. And that's iffy. Anyways, I'll be back in about 50 minutes. Alright, we're back. Time check. 4:35 a.m. I think it's Friday. We're just about to start baking some bread. Now, I just want to have a little conversation with you about oven temperatures and whatever kind of pan you happen to be using. Now, obviously none of these are loaf pans. I'm just using these materials to show you what the heck I'm talking about. Now, this recipe calls for a bake at 425 Fahrenheit for 20 to 35 minutes if you're using a shiny pan. If you're using a glass pan, it's 425 for 25 to 30 minutes. Same as the silver pan or the shiny pan. if you happen to be using a non-stick pan, or a dark pan, which is what we are using, you lower the temperature by 25 degrees. So, dark pans, 400 Fahrenheit, 25 to 30 minutes. If you don't do that, by the time the bread is cooked, the bottom is going to be all brown. Non-stick pan, if you try making cookies on that and the recipe says 350 degrees, lower your temperature by 25. If you're cooking roast beef, lower your temperature by 25. If you're using dark or non-stick, the only time you want to hit the temperature that you see in a recipe is if you're using your oven with shiny or glass pans. Look at the back of a box of Duncan Hines. It's all explained there on a Duncan Hines instant cake recipe. It's all explained there. And don't play with it, because your cookies are going to be burned. Lynn always forgets that. So anyways, I'm going to clear this up, and we're going to see the bread coming out of the proofer to see what the loaves look like before I put them in. Be back in a second. Alright, let's see what they look like. Nice rise to them, eh? I'd say that more than doubled in size. So anyways, by this time you should have your oven preheating. Because we're using dark pans, we're going to 400 degrees. And we're going to hold it there until 30 minutes. At the 30-minute mark, I'm going to check it. If it's golden brown, I'm going to tap it. If it sounds hollow, it's done. And we'll pick it up after that. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, time check. "5:20 a.m. Again, I think it's Friday. I think we're done. Listen very closely. You hear that? Sounds hollow. She's done. Okay, that's gotta cool completely. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is we're gonna brush it with a bit of liquefied butter. Ooh, it's hot. I'm burning my fingers. Okay, we're just gonna let that, all that love just seep into that cinnamon raisin bread. Now, stay tuned for the money shot. The money shot, no spoilers, is obviously gonna be toast and a coffee, and we'll see what Lynn thinks. So, I'll see you in about maybe 3-4 hours. Not too bad, eh? And remember, you can do this. It's not very hard. Okay. See how that looks? Nice and firm, but yielding. Cuts nice. Oh, look at all those swirls, eh? Look at that, eh? Oh. And the smell. Oh, beautiful. So let's give her a nice thick piece. There we go. Now you cannot buy that in the store. Maybe in some stores. Anyways. Let's see how it toasts. Oh, the cinnamon. Cinnamon. That's real butter. I'm not gonna put margarine on that. Okay. Now, it's a little known fact that Lynn has her morning coffee and her morning raisin toast buck naked lying on a bear rug. So, therefore, I can't show her to you. So, she already has her coffee. How's it taste, babe? Good? It's good? Yeah? It's not too hot? No. What?
Thick.
It's thick?
Good.
Well, that's the way you... Anyways, remember, text your sister upstairs and bring Oh, okay. Well, tell them, let me know how it tastes. This concludes how to make real cinnamon toast from scratch. Anyways, take care. Get your entries in. I'll see you on the 26th.